There's always a reason to not do something, to hold yourself back from trying to pursue something that you want to do, or to not go somewhere where you want to go. And I think that there's always, in no matter what the situation is, no matter what it is that you want to go, no matter what your dream outcome is, or no matter what the point is that you're trying to reach, there's always a reason, or there are maybe even multiple reasons to not try and pursue them. And in my opinion, looking at my own life, looking at my own situation, the reason for those reasons always has to do something with being afraid, with some kind of fear for something. Now, let's look at it. Let's look at an example of my own life. I just had my last day at my job. I quit my job, and I'm now fully pursuing working for myself. That's something that I really wanted to do. So that's a big goal that I've had for a longer period of time, and now I am all in trying to pursue that. Now, in the current situation where I'm at, to going and fully working for myself, and not only work for myself, but also be able to take care of myself. So, of course, I have to pay my rent. I have to pay for my food. I have to pay for all other things that I need to pay for, and of course, hopefully, be able to also live a little bit and do the things that I enjoy to do. There are many reasons for me, many fears that I have that could keep me from trying to pursue the thing, trying to pursue and go all in on building or trying to build my own business, trying to work for myself. Now, I could go into these fears, which are stopping me for doing the thing that I want to do, or trying to do the thing that I want to do. But each and every one of those reasons is simply just an maybe even an excuse for me to not go out there and try to do that thing, to try and work for myself. And all those things, all those reasons, all those individual reasons, as I mentioned, are always the bone of them, are always some kind of fear. So let's say one fear could be, I don't have enough money, so I cannot pay for myself. Another fear could be, or another fear is, I don't, it doesn't work out, and I have to still go back and find a job. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but that's just not the thing that I want to do. Now, there are a lot of other reasons. It could be what people think about me. If I don't achieve it, there might be people who have an opinion about me. But it's always, at least how I look at it, after I've thought about it for a longer period of time, and I've thought about it very well, there's always some kind of fear. And if we now look at those fears individually, those things in most situations aren't really even something to be afraid about. Because let's look at the first section. Let's say I cannot make enough money to pay my rent. Worst case scenario, I need to get a job. I need to be useful for another business that could use my skills. Same thing goes for it doesn't work out over a longer period of time. Also, worst case scenario, I have to go back and get a job. So there is most of the time there's simply not much to worry about. But the thing is, those fears, also for me, are so strong that we just don't even want to try and see if it could work out for us. Because I also think that humans and people in general always try to not live in and don't have any risks in their personal lives or in their life overall. Of course, we also see a lot of bad things always, things that have gone wrong, things that have gone wrong with other people. We see them on the news, we see them on social media. It's always the bad things that are shown to us. So the only experience and the only knowledge we have is about those worst case scenarios. And that's why we think that these fears are so big. Well, in fact, these fears are actually only very small and could in some way, shape or form always be solved. Would it come down to the worst case scenario. So my point here is, and this is something that I'm trying to break through. That's also the reason for me to just say to myself and commit to the fact that I'm just going to try it out. I'm doing whatever it takes. And now that I made that commitment, and I don't, and I haven't given myself another chance or another path to walk on. Now that motivation and that drive comes from itself, comes from my spirit, comes naturally to me. Let's say I'm laying in bed in the morning. I wouldn't say it's anxiousness or fear, but I just know I'd made that commitment and I have to get it done. So now when I wake up in the morning and it's 5 o'clock and I can't sleep anymore, I have that, let's say, fire inside of myself that I didn't have or couldn't have gotten in any other way, simply because of the fact that I made that commitment and I don't have any other options available. So I need to make it right. And if you, at least I have learned that if I make that commitment and if I break through to those fears, then everything just goes much simpler, and many things just come on its own to me. So I did have also had a fear of what if I'm not motivated enough, or what if I don't have that drive inside of me. You can only get that motivation, and you can only have that drive if you make that commitment and if you don't give yourself any other reasons or any other options. And at least that's how it worked for me. That's what I have experienced from taking the chance and making that decision. And I hope that maybe other people, maybe that there are a lot of people who want to do many different things, and I know that people want to do them, and they don't want to do the same things that they are doing currently because it doesn't make them happy. It just simply aren't the things that they want to do, the things that they feel deep inside of themselves, and they are kept. They keep themselves from trying simply because they have those fears. And I can guarantee, based on my own experience, based on my own feelings and emotions, that if you just make that commitment and you break through and you tell yourself there's no other way, we are going to do this no matter what, many, or maybe almost all fears will just simply move, and there's nothing to worry about. And again, that's at least my experience in this. That's how I look at it. That's hopefully something that could help you too. If you have any other experiences, share them with us, share them in the comments, send me a message. And for now, again, thank you very much for listening.